Monrovia, AFP, Liberians go to the polls on Tuesday, December 26, to select either former international footballer George Weah or Vice President Joseph Boakai as their new president, in a vote that analysts say is too close to call. After 7 weeks of delays caused by legal challenges against the country's electoral commission lodged by Mr. Bokai's party, polling stations will open at 8 a.m. for the West African nation's 2.1 million voters. They will choose a successor to President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, who is stepping down after serving 12 years as Africa's first elected female leader, representing Liberia's only democratic transfer of power since 1944. Trucks filled with voting materials were escorted by police around the capital Monrovia on Monday after leaving the offices of the National Electoral Commission, NEC, which has rushed to clean the National Voter Register to avoid allegations of fraud. For 3 days now I have not closed my eyes. We are making sure that nothing goes wrong because this election is a crucial one, a stressed-looking policeman told AFP. Both contenders have already announced they are confident of victory, but the final result is not expected to be known for a few days. In the first round of voting on October 10, Mr. Weah topped the poll with 38.4%, while Mr. Boakai came second with 28.8%, triggering a runoff as neither made it past the 50%er needed to win outright. Mr. Boakai then accused the NEC of fraud and incompetence grave enough to have affected the vote, delaying proceedings while the complaints were analyzed by the Supreme Court. His party's arguments were ultimately rejected. Whoever wins the delayed vote faces an economy battered by lower commodity prices for its main exports of rubber and iron ore, and a rapidly depreciating currency. Both candidates have been accused of offering vague platforms, beyond assurances on free education and investment in infrastructure and agriculture. As Liberia's most famous son, Mr. Weah attracts huge crowds and has a faithful youth following in a country where a fifth of the electorate is aged 18 to 22, but he is criticized for his long absences from the Senate, where he has served since 2014. Mr. Weah's endorsement by warlord-turned-preacher Prince Johnson, who is extremely popular in the populous county of Nimba, may boost his chances. While he was pictured at a public event with Ms. Sirleaf on Thursday, heightening speculation a feud with Mr. Boakai has pushed her to support his opponent. "You know, I've been in competitions, tough ones too, and I came out victorious. So I know Boakai cannot defeat me," Mr. Weah told AFP on Saturday. "I have the people on my side." Mr. Weah has also polled well in Bong County, the fiefdom of Liberian warlord and former President Charles Taylor and his ex-wife, Ms. Jewel Howard Taylor, who is the former footballer's vice presidential pick. Charles Taylor is serving a 50-year sentence in Britain for war crimes committed in neighboring Sierra Leone, but his presence has loomed over the election. Vice President Boakai meanwhile is seen as a continuity candidate and has won praise for his public service stretching back 4 decades, when many elites fled Liberia for the United States.